The film was glitching, then shut down. Didn't go into the theater all year, and this has never happened. It finally was played. There's something definitely going on. If you haven't gone to see this film yet, definitely go.
You have just heard indicates a report of a fire in this building. Please proceed to the next exit.
There were other people in here, and now they're all gone. And the radio's playing over the movie. Lights are still on.
Other people from having complained, it's not our fault. We have to get this situated so that everybody can feel accommodated, and then we'll restart the movie.
Restart the movie?
Excuse me. This horrible smell. It smelled almost like an electrical fire.
We're getting refunds for the Sound of Freedom because apparently the water pressure in the bathrooms aren't working here, so no one can watch.
They literally had the lights on.
They kept the lights on the entire movie.
Who does that?
Should be back up in about, I would say, about 5 minutes, okay?
And they turn the movie off.
Just to let you guys know again, it is gonna get hot. It's gonna be like a whole movie.
So why should only this one though, not all the others?
This movie finished a few years ago. Why are we just seeing it? Can you tell us about that?
Well, we finished it 3 years ago, and I thought, well, finally, 5 years of work. Now this movie is about to see the light. But you know, every studio passed. Netflix, Amazon, everyone said this is not for us. This is not a good business for us. I said, guys, what if this is your son? Just close your eyes for a second. What if this is my son? What would you do? What would I do? I'll stop everything that I'm doing, and I will hope the entire world will stop everything they're doing so they can help me to find my child. This is about ending child trafficking. We can do this together. This is not for us. So for 3 years, until finally I was praying for an angel to come and rescue this film, and Angel Studios came and rescued this film, and because of them, millions of people will see this film.
The Sound of Freedom has been almost entirely ignored by the mainstream press. We talked with Jim Caviezel and Tim Ballard, who were involved in the making of the movie. The Sound of Freedom has blown it out at the box office. David Suissa, writing in the Jewish Journal of Los Angeles, points out that this movie grossed around $11 million on its July 4th opening. Its per-screen average was twice that of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, about $4,600 in 2,600 theaters compared to $2,600 in 4,600 theaters for Indiana Jones. The movie's been blacked out of any coverage from mainstream outlets because, of course, Jim Caviezel is an overt Christian. And the media apparently don't care all that much about child trafficking. So there are lots of important messages the media are perfectly willing to resonate to, including, of course, gay storylines for children. But when it comes to actually fighting sex trafficking of children by making a mainstream movie about it, the media have completely blacked out Sound of Freedom. Sound of Freedom doesn't matter. It's been doing amazing at the box office thanks to people like you, and if you haven't seen the film yet, you totally should.
Sound of Freedom, directed by Alejandro Gómez Monteverde, is based on the true tale of Tim Ballard, a former government agent who left his position to found Operation Underground Railroad, a charity organization dedicated to protecting children from sex trafficking organizations. Some authorities have questioned the veracity of Sound of Freedom, claiming it presents an inaccurate, sensationalized portrayal of child trafficking. In the movie, strangers are shown grabbing and abducting kids. It is a fallacy that most traffickers target victims they don't know, despite the fact that this can happen. This is according to Polaris, the organization that runs the US National Human Trafficking Hotline. It is evident that many survivors have been trafficked by romantic partners, including spouses, and by family members, including parents, according to Polaris. Erin Albright, an attorney with substantial expertise in the anti-trafficking sector, termed the movie's portrayal of trafficking sensational and claimed that it perpetuates detrimental and even destructive falsehoods in a recent interview with Rolling Stone. Albright claimed that people find it more difficult to understand more sophisticated trafficking cases, such as those involving coercive control or psychological manipulation, when popular films propagate the idea that trafficking includes forcible capture and imprisonment. Since the movie has been released, critics from numerous publications have slammed it for being QAnon adjacent because of its subject matter and the fact that both Tim Ballard and his on-screen counterpart Passion of the Christ actor Jim Caviezel shared a belief in the theory. The debate heated up on August 4th when it was revealed that one of the thousands of people who donated money to the film's production was accused of being an accessory to child kidnapping. Anyone familiar with the QAnon theory will be aware that its central tenet holds that a cabal of cannibalistic satanic elitists are running a child sex trafficking ring, and that the group plotted against Donald Trump when he was the president of the United States. According to claims made within the movement, politicians, the media, and Hollywood are all working together to promote the abuser's cause and shield them from accountability. It is at this point that the marketing of Sound of Freedom comes into question. There are no QAnon-related plotlines in Sound of Freedom, which wrapped up filming in 2018. CEO of Angel Studios, Neil Harmon, has refuted claims that the film espouses any conspiracy theories. There are still claims floating around that Disney, Netflix, and Amazon Prime declined to buy the rights to Sound of Freedom or support the movie's distribution in order to stop audiences all around the world from learning the truth about child abuse. They also assert that the movie is being denigrated by traditional media for the same purpose. However, many of its conservative connotations have obscured the film's main storyline, which deals with the very serious problem of one of the worst crimes that is a very real problem nowadays. Unconventional, grassroots, paid-forward marketing tactics were adopted by Angel Studios to draw viewers to the theater. At the conclusion of the movie's trailer, star Caviezel stated that the strategy's goal was to enable viewers to hear the story of child trafficking. The studio's website reports that the objective was greatly surpassed, with more than 10 million tickets already sold. That is one of Sound of Freedom's more contentious aspects, is that seed-selling tactic. A call to action was added to the film's credits once Angel acquired the distribution rights. It urges viewers to raise awareness of child trafficking, but rather than making a donation to organizations that fight it or even directly to Ballard's initiatives, viewers are invited to pay it forward by getting more movie tickets. But now let's talk about the biggest problem that actually was at the start of the video. I showed you many clips of people going to movie theaters, and there seems to be some kind of conspiracy all around theaters to not show this movie. So they accepted this movie knowing what it is about, or maybe they didn't know, but now they sabotage it, because I have not seen anything like this before done to any movie. And if it would be a coincidence, then it would happen once, but it is happening all around the world. And the question is it a marketing strategy, or is all of this actually real, happening, and has some sort of purpose behind it, has some sort of higher meaning, higher intelligence that is making these movie theaters block this movie from being seen. So some people online have claimed that they went to see the movie, and online it showed that the tickets were sold out, and when they went into the theater it was like fully empty. Now I don't know how that paid forward system fully works, but could it be that maybe there's a movie session online with the paid forward system, the whole theater is bought out, you know, all the tickets are sold, but not enough people are going there to see the movie, so the tickets are kind of empty, and it still goes to the budget of the movie. However, all of the other things, the AC not working, technical difficulties that the theaters have, that I cannot entirely explain, except for it being some kind of marketing stunt. I mean, one of the reasons that the movie is not promoted well enough is probably because of the status of the main actors, I guess, that they are QAnon activists. Also, the movie not being promoted could contribute to the fact that no one actually pays for the promotion. I mean, I don't think they even need to promote it, because look at TikTok. So I actually haven't seen the movie simply because it is only released in American theaters, and I am from this small Eastern Europe country, and I don't know what to do, but I can make a video about it, so to get people talking, because some strange things are happening to this movie, and for the first time in a long time I don't believe that this is a coincidence, that what is happening in theaters is something really sketchy going on there, and we just have to wait and see how the situation develops. I am pretty sure that this is not the first movie about child trafficking, so why would theaters target this exact movie? But it is quite intriguing to think about. So thank you guys for watching, and God bless.